I'm a senior in high school right now, and I think most of you in high school right now, who's not? Okay, a couple of college? Okay, that's cool. So, this is just like a little intro about me and who I am. So, in my freshman year of high school, I founded an initiative called EcoTeens. I'll get a little more into that, but it's basically about advocating for sustainability and the environment and things like that. I also founded a startup called Net Zero, which I'll also get into, and that's just a line of beauty products that are also sustainable. I'm also a TEDx speaker. I've spoken one time, and I'm planning to speak again this year in February, I believe. And yeah, that's me. I know all of you have really good ideas, and you have passions and hobbies and things that you love, and there's always a way to turn that into something that's real, right? Some reasons why young people actually can make an impact. You all have new perspectives, you're creative, and you have an actual chance to influence your community. So let's talk a little bit about how you can make this happen. So, number one, identify your passion. So, like I said, a lot of you have passions. Mine is sustainability, and so I researched a lot, I reached out to people, I went through all the effort I could to actually learn about sustainability, what it meant to people other than me, and just how to expand on that. Number two is setting actionable goals. So obviously you're trying to make an impact and create some real initiative, right? And that doesn't come in one easy step, right? It's a long-term goal. So in order to do that, you can break it down into smaller, meaningful steps, and that makes it a lot easier to manage your tasks. Number four is building a team to amplify your efforts. Obviously at first it might just be you, but after a while it's going to be hard to manage everything alone. So bring in your friends or bring in people who are like-minded. You can find them anywhere on social media, through LinkedIn, in your own school, anywhere. And it's really helpful to have that community to help you through this process, especially if they're passionate about the same things that you are. And finally, seek mentors for guidance. I think this is one that really helped me a lot because I found mentors in places that I never thought I would. So as part of EcoTeens, I interview people who are in sustainability to hear what their perspectives are. And the first person I ever interviewed, she was so kind to me, and she stuck with me until today, and she kept giving me advice on how I can build EcoTeens and build on my passion. So it's really important to, just reach out to people because you will find guidance everywhere. Everyone's willing to help you, so just don't be scared to reach out. So these are a couple strategies for success once you do have something somewhat established, right? So number one, like I said, break down your larger goals into manageable steps, because if you don't do that, it gets very, very, very overwhelming. Number two, using social media. Obviously, you're business students, you know that marketing is very important when it comes to anything that you're doing. So using social media is a really good opportunity because, as you all know, you're kind of my age as well. Social media is one way that we connect with people and that we can actually find people who are like us and, things like that. So that's why using social media, creating a different Instagram account specifically for this initiative that you're trying to start is really, really helpful in getting to that place. And then finally, partnering with schools or other organizations. If you are in high school, I think this is a little easier because you're able to go back to your middle school or elementary school for these projects. For me, again, sustainability, I think schools have a lot to do with that, right? Because my school, at least, we don't recycle. We have recycling bins, but they just put both the recycling and the trash into one bin, right? So having initiatives to, try to not have that happen, that's something that I've been working towards, and that's something you can too. And then there are definitely tons of organizations for every single interest that you guys have. So reach out to them. You can start small, the smaller organizations, because they're looking for people like you, people who actually are interested in this, because think about it in their perspective. They're just starting out too, so obviously they want to have more reach and you're helping them with that. So reach out to these organizations, they'll be thankful to you for it, and they're giving you so much. So definitely do that as well. And you can find these people everywhere, and LinkedIn is one of the best places in my opinion. If you put all of your accomplishments and everything and build up your LinkedIn resume, it is so helpful because you're able to find people who are in your niche basically, and you can connect with people a lot better. Start small, because it's, again, everything gets very overwhelming if you have a huge task and you have to, do everything at once. Start small, break everything up into small parts, but you should still have that goal in the back of your head, right? Have to-do lists, or every week have that goal that you want to work towards and make it happen. The second one is ask for help. Like I said, again, that woman that I reached out to, her name was Susanna Cass. The reason I reached out to her is because she had such a long list of things on her LinkedIn. She was, her resume was huge. She was like a top 10 energy fellow and all this stuff, and she was doing so much work in sustainability, and she was held to such high acclaim by her peers and everyone around her. And I never expected somebody like that to be so down to earth and actually talk to me about what she's doing, help me out, and help me grow EcoTeens and what I was doing, make a change. So always ask for help, put yourself out there, otherwise you will never get an answer from anyone. And yeah, put yourself out there. Persist is the third one, and this is what I was saying before, this is one of the most important things. Don't give up, right? At times you might just be thinking, this is too much to do. Obviously, you have so many other priorities. You have school, you have things at home. Some of you still have to apply to college now, so you have different priorities, but the work that you guys want to do is so important, and the issues that you have really do need to be addressed, and we've heard that from everyone. And if you put your mind to it, and if you do work hard, and if you break them down into smaller parts, every week you won't have that much to do for it. You spend an hour, 30 minutes a day, and you'll get your stuff done. Just don't let go of it, because then that's kind of wasted time, And then finally, long-term goals. Make sure you do have, if your one goal shouldn't be to, have all the money to make the stuff you have happen, you should have multiple, right? And then work to all of them. So kind of list them out, break them up into smaller parts, kind of what we've been talking about already. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to leave you with here today, because these are some of the most important things that have helped me a lot with EcoTeens and Net Zero.